Greetings, everyone. My chat said hi and bye. Greetings, everyone. This is Elizabeth. How are you guys doing? Let's see who we have in a chatty chat today. Let's put this on all messages. We have Maureen. Hello, hello. Cordelia. Mr. Jim. Hello, hello. PJB Stamper, aka Pam. Long time no see. And I did say Maureen. We'll say Maureen again. Debbie J. Hello, hello. Linda Toman creates. Hello, lovely lady. Heather from Sunflower Fields. Thanks for popping in today. And Janine and Gloria and Cindy Decker. Hello, hello, lovely ladies. And Z from Z Designs. Hello. Oh, you guys are looking fabulous today. Okay, so we are back with the Brother Scan and Gut program on the computer. We're going to make a stencil. We're going to copy and paste it 3 times so that we have 4 stencils, and 3 of those stencils we're going to give away next week. So after the video ends, you'll go and leave a comment. You can leave a comment on this video and the last video we did last Monday with the Brother Scan and Cut, and you'll have 2 entries, dos entries into the giveaway. So yeah, let's get started. So I don't even know what I'm doing. I kind of know what I'm doing today, but I don't know what I'm doing today. Okay, let me turn off my mug here so we can see the whole thing. Now, there is one part, I don't know if it showed up the last time either, but I can't get it when I click the file menu. I can't get it to show the drop down selection. So I'll tell you specifically where I'm going into that menu. But for some reason, I can't get it to show up today. So we're going to turn off that eyeball. We're going to go hang out here on the canvas. Okay. And I have a little square here. I was just making sure everything was working. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Nice and easy peasy deleting. I need to switch stands with my phone so I can actually see what's going on. Make sure I'm showing up, although it's way behind. Come on, fast forward. Lisa, hello, thanks for popping in today. Okay, so here we are. Now today we're just gonna make a very simple design. We're gonna make 4 of them. So I've clicked on my little square over here on the left hand side, and this is just when you first open it up, this is your canvas. Super just log in. There we go. I did not see Deanne. Okay, so here we are with our square. What we need to do is make our square the specific size that we want our stencil. Okay, so if we go over to the right hand side, the second button down, it's a little square with a little arrow. It does hover and say edit. So we're going to click edit. And then we can go into the width and the height. Right now, the aspect ratio will remain the same. So if we go up on one side, it's going to go up automatically on the other side. So we want to unclick that because I want my width to be card panel size. Okay, so my card panels are 4 1/4. Okay, and then they're by 5 1/2. So that's my card panel right there. Okay, I'm gonna slide this over to the side. And see, I can even push it off the canvas. And then I'm going to go into my layers. Okay, so there's my shape right there. and it's a cut shape. It says, that's my little doodad there, but I'm gonna lock it. Okay, there's a little empty box next to the eyeball, so I can lock it. That way there, I cannot accidentally grab it. Yeah, I said high Z. Yeah, not high C. High Z. Okay, so that's the full size of our stencil, and we'll copy and paste that later once we get our design in there. Now, in the comments of the last video, there was a comment that said geometric would be fun, but flowers are popular. Layering flowers. Now, I'm not going to do a layering stencil, but I liked the idea of like a floral geometric. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make a flower with kind of some fun designs. Okay, now as I was playing with this earlier, I came up with a pretty cool idea. You see these circles here, these top three. We have the smooth circle, and then we have a couple of circles that have some points on them. Let me make this one really big so you can see those points and see how they're nice and evenly spaced for us. Okay, same with this other one. It's just got more of them. Okay, we're gonna use these as little templates. Okay, and I'm going to have a bigger space, so I don't need this one. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that one. And then I'm going to shrink this down, and the ratio is still locked. Okay, anytime you put a new item out of your shapes onto the board, it's in a locked ratio. Okay, so I'm just going to put this in the center of my board. It doesn't matter what size it's going to be. Okay, or what size we start with, because we're going to shrink it down later to fit inside of our 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. But for visuals, we like to build it big, right? We want to be able to see it. Vay, hello, lovely lady. Okay, so here we are with our shape that we are definitely just using it as a spacing. I want to make a flower, so I need some leaves. Okay, we have some fun shapes. These ones here in the circle area, they already look like lilies, you know, lily pads, but I didn't mean to actually click that. They look kind of like I think I said leaves. We need petals. We need flower petals. Those kind of look like leaves, like leafy things. If we scroll on down to the other side, whoop, 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 we get into our purple shapes. And our purple shapes have some interesting shapes already set in there. There's a teardrop. There's more of an ice cream cone shape. There's like this one here could almost be like a light bulb. This one here definitely could be a leaf. But this one here, when I first saw this one, it kind of reminds me of a daisy leaf. And you know how sometimes they V in at the end, and so that this one grabbed my eye, but I don't like the shape exactly. Now this is the fun thing about Brothers Scan and Cut Canvas, the app they have for your computers. Okay, if we click it one time, it puts a bounding box on it that we can shrink, we can grow. We can grab the little handle up here and rotate it around. Okay, just the basics. But this is the fun part. Are we ready? We're going to click it again. Do you see all these little weird protrusions off of these little circle points here? These are our little handles. Okay. So the dots in the handles they work in tandem. So this dot controls this corner, and this handle will work between that dot and the next dot. See that? So if I pull it in like so, it's going to give this weird little shape. If you muck it up and you don't like it, like I just did, that's not what I want, I'm going to Control Z, and it's going to put it right back. So I can click and click again. Okay. I can bring in this center dot like so. I'm going to bring in this center dot like so. And then I'm going to play with these handles a little bit to figure out what I want to do. Ooh, I kind of like it a little bit pointy like that. And then I'm going to bring up this dot and close that up a little bit. Turn that to the side. Grab this handle. Kind of play. Do I want it stretchy? Do I want it in? And I think I kind of like that for my petal. That's kind of a cute little petal for our flower. Okay. So again, you click it the one time to grab the item, click it again to open up all the movable parts, and then you can just swing around all the bits, and Control Z if you need to take a step back, Control Z multiple times if you need to take multiple steps back. Okay, and then we can click out of it to take a peek at it and admire how beautiful this little petal is. I'm going to click it one more time, and I'm going to go Control C to copy it, Control V to paste it. Okay, so now we have two identical petals, but we want to shake it up a bit. We don't want them to be super identical, right? So we're going to go back here to the right hand side. We're going to click the box with the arrow, and if we hover, it does say edit. We want to go to the edit box, and then this one we're going to go kind of in the middle here, and we have the transform area. We're going to go ahead and flip it on the horizontal. So now we have, let me move this guy. We have two petals that kind of mirror each other, right? And then the next thing we can do is we can select both of them. We can Control C, Control V, okay? And then we're gonna flip them on the vertical, okay? So now we have two petals going upright and two petals going down. Okay, and they are really large, and that's okay. I'm going to select all of them like so. You can put your arrow outside the area, tap down, and drag it across to grab everybody. And then I'm just going to shrink those up a little bit like so. They're going to maintain their aspect ratio if I if I had that picked, but that's okay. So if you want to maintain it, you click the maintain. If you don't mind, then you click the other one, but it's kind of maintaining it, so that's okay. So now here is our guide. It's like the little grid on our surface when we got to line things up. We're going to take one of our petals. We're going to place it there. We're going to take this one and we're going to place it there. Okay. So we have an up petal and a down petal. Nope, please don't. And I'm going to find the center. When you click on an item, it shows you the dead center of that item. So I'm going to put the item or that centerpiece right there with that leaf. And then I'm going to fix this one to be centered with that dot too. So now if I click that, both of the tips are there. Now, because this is kind of a pattern, I'm going to delete these two, okay? I'm going to delete those, and I'm going to grab these two. I'm going to click the one, I'm going to shift and click the other. Okay. And because they're spaced where I want them, if I go to Control C, Control V, it's going to be exactly the same as the first ones, okay? So their spacing and everything's the same. But what I needed to do is go on the horizontal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the angle by 90 degrees. Okay. See how that just laid that right down? And now I can put that right in the center just like that. Okay. Crystal's Creation. Hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Okay, so now we have 4 petals perfectly centered. Okay. But this is a stencil. We need some space between them. Otherwise, they're going to not make a pretty design. So I'm going to go up, and actually I'm liking this little purple flowery looking thing, and I'm going to shrink that down a little. I'm going to come to the center because we already know everybody's centered right there. I'm going to put that right there. Okay. And then I'm going to move each petal up, and I'm going to do tap, tap. Nope. Let's go shift, tap, 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 tap. Okay. And then we're going to do the same for this one. Shift, arrow down a couple of times till I get it about the same. Okay. And then I'm going to click on this one, and I'm going to shift and arrow click. When you shift and arrow click, it moves bigger spaces versus just clicking. So I'm going to kind of eyeball it. So I've got almost, let's do another click or two with you. Trying to get a decent amount of space between our petal and this centerpiece. Because remember, this jaggedy one is just our guide. He's going to go away later, but I need it for placement. And I kind of like this placement. So I'm going to grab each petal, and we can do it several ways. We can grab one of them, click the shift button, and then click each one. Okay. Or we can go to the layers panel. Okay. And we can find the ones that we want. We can click the shape, do the shift, and click all the way down to the last one, and now they're together, okay? And because I want them together, I'm going to group them together. So now, if I click one petal, it's going to click them all, okay? And because this is symmetrical, we're going to copy this. Control C, Control V. Okay. Now we're going to rotate it. So we need to go to Edit. We're going to rotate it 90 degrees again. Nope, wrong one. 180, 180. Nope. one of these will get us in there. Hold on. Please hold. 130. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I like that 130. 135? Maybe. And then I'm going to take the center blue dot of these, and I'm going to put it in the center of our little flower in the very, very center. And hot dog, that actually looked pretty good. So I rotated it on an angle of 135. And they're saying 45 would have worked. Let me type that in. Yep. 45 would have been perfect if I were reading. So yeah, so you can rotate that around. So now we have that. And I like the spacing. I like everything. So we need to get rid of this guy because I'm done with that particular bit. Okay, and look at that. We have this cute little flower. I'm going to go ahead and grab all of the items because I like it. I'm going to go into my layers panel and I'm going to group those together. Okay, so now anytime, oops, gonna click on one, and then I'm gonna make sure when I edit I maintain my aspect ratio, and I'm gonna shrink it down a bit. Okay, there it is, nice and shrunk down. So now we can add some filler bits. Bye, Linda. It's hard to follow because I don't have a scan and cut. That's all right. Dinner. All right, so there's that. Okay. And I'm going to put this here, and let's just do some fun little designs to make this a little bit more interesting. Let's see what this guy looks like. And let me increase my screen there by 60. We're going to shrink that one. We're going to rotate that around. I kind of like that. But it is kind of fat. So let me shrink it a little bit more. Like so. We're going to stick that right in there. Oh, I like that. Okay, so now I need to make a guide so I know where that's going to be, right? So let's grab a circle. Okay. We're going to put our circle in the center, and to be precise, I can click both of those items. Okay. Then we're going to go into the edit settings. We're going to scroll down a little bit, and then we're going to center. So now my circle and the flower are perfectly centered, okay? And I can either, oops, not like that. Okay, let's out a click. We're going to click our circle, and I'm actually going to put the circle on the inside like so. So let me recenter those. And then that way there, my little pieces, I'm going to put their little tips of them on the edge of that circle. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing we did with our petals. We're going to copy, we're going to paste. Okay. And then this one here, we're going to rotate. There we go. So there's that. And that's going to go right in between there. And then we're going to do a shift to grab them both. Shift and click, copy, paste, flip, and a little bit more of a rotate. Maybe get that right there into the center bit. Okay, Control CV, rotate that one around. I'm just going to rotate an eyeball because I do like that. Because I'm also going to use the center mark to help me get them where I want them. And we're just going to rotate that around and then drag it. Oops. I'm going to drag that one just, nope, it's fine. Okay. And then Control V, because I've already copied it once. And then we can fill in this last little bit right here. And a little bit of an adjustment, like so. And there we have that. So now we can get rid of the circle. And we have this cute little thing. And we can do minor adjustments because I'm not liking where this particular one is placed. So I'm going to scooch that one over. And I like that. So now we're going to grab, let's grab let's see what this one looks like. We're going to rotate it in here. We're going to shrink her up. No, don't like that. Let's try some circle-y things. We're going to put a big circle and then Control CV, and then we're going to shrink that one down. Actually, that one's a little too big. Get a little bit smaller. And then Control CV. One more out that way and a little bit smaller. And then drag that right there. Oh, I kind of like that. There we go. So, oops. I just need to collect those circles. So I'm going to go over here into my side menu for my layers. Shift, click all three of those. I'm going to see about aligning them. Nope. Control Z. Wrong one. Let's try that again. Grab them. Shapes. Shift, click, and then edit this one. There we go. So I centered with the bottom center so that they would be centered that way. And now I'm also going to group them. So I go to the layers and I'm going to group those. And then Control CV. Okay. And then we can just start rotating those in where we need them. And I'm just going to eyeball these real quick. Because I can. Okay. Control CV. Put that one there. Like that. And then we could put a guide on there to get it placed exactly how we want it. But like I said, I'm just going to eyeball these. And then V. I'm just hitting Control V to get them pasted. Just rotate them around like so. And it's not too shabby. Look at how that's going. For the cutting on my particular machine, remember, not all machines are created equal. My machine, I found that I need my cut pressure on a 5 and the cut depth of the blade, so the actual blade housing has to be on a 9. But I was able to finally get it to cut a perfect doodad. Cindy says it's starting to look like a snowflake, right? It kind of does. But that's it. I'm really liking this particular design. Yeah, I'm sure there's things that we could fix to make it perfect. But I'm going to go ahead and grab the whole thing. Okay. And then I'm going to group it all together. It's going to be one nice, beautiful image. Now I'm going to zoom it back out so I can see all of my board here. And here is my my first shape, which I locked into place. So I'm going to close up some of these groupings so I can find my shape. Gotta find my rectangle. And I didn't group those together. It was probably my first one. Yep, my first one is at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock that now. Okay, but you can see we definitely need to shrink that up. So I'm going to set that there. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to shift click so that I'm for sure getting a perfect perfect ratio. And then I'm going to center the two. We're going to go here. We're going to align in the center and on the center. Center, center. Both the centers. Okay. And now if I slide this right here, we have our little snowflake. Yeah, it's now a snowflake, you guys. She said it. Now I can't unsee it. Let me grab both of those and pull these to the center. So if I were to cut this right now, this little circle on both sides are super close to the edge, okay? And we don't really want that. So I'm going to rotate it and see if I can't get it away from the edge a little bit, which I did. But now, okay, why won't it let me grab? I'll have to recenter that in just a second. I'm going to shrink it just a little bit more. Okay, and now we can center both of those again. And I have this beautiful design for the center of my stencil. And I've got a lot of real estate here that I could put something else in. And I'm thinking we should. Let me scooch this up. So I'm going to scooch that up. And then I'm going to center them on this, not that part. Okay. Let me just shift, tap, and then we'll send that to the top. And let's put a little saying. Oops, too high. Let's shift, tap that down a little bit. Let's get a little saying on here. Let's grab our little text thing, and then we're going to plop that right there. And we're just going to say hello. Okay. And we're going to change the font because that doesn't look beautiful enough for ours. Then we're going to slide that up right about there. And we're going to go to our top here, the text font window. It's not liking me. Why can't I go in there? Okay, there we go. And then we can pick a nice font for our hello. Uh-oh, I froze it. Okay, so that actually looks really cute. And all we're going to do is we're going to stretch it out a little bit. Okay. And then we're going to highlight our snowflake and the card base, and we're going to group those together. Okay, so we're going to go to the cards panel, the layers, and then that little grouping icon. Not allowed. Grouping of objects already includes 3 levels of grouped objects. Okay, so I have too many grouped thingies. Okay, that's all right. We'll just kind of eyeball it. Hopefully this will be in the center. So apparently we need to join some items. Hello, T. Okay. Yeah, it definitely taken a while to load this. And yes, 7mm Mylar is what I've been using, and I got mine off of Amazon a while back. Okay, so there's what our stencil looks like, and I think it looks pretty good. Let me go into my settings and make sure that is still 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. We're going to zoom out a bit so I can see what's going on. I'm going to select everything. I'm going to scooch it on over. Okay. Now we're going to Control C, Control V, and then Control V, and Control V. Now, as you can see, we've got some overlapping going on, so all we got to do is grab our items. Okay, why are we not grabbing our items? We're going to scooch that up a bit. Oh, my system is... It just crashed. Ah. Okay. I'm gonna hopefully scooch this down. Okay, so T says might need to break up your E a bit or you'll lose the center, and I'm okay with that because the way this particular one is gonna cut out, I think it'll be okay. Okay. I'm going to actually rotate one, shift, and rotate the other. And then if you grab the rotation thing and hit your shift, it'll actually click it on a specific angle-y bit. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to come and grab this one. I'm going to scooch that there. I need to get this one on the board. So we're going to grab this one here, scooch you over. Scooch you over. There it is. So there's our 4. Looking good, looking good. And then let me zoom this. We'll take a closer look at our E. Okay, so yeah, the center of the E is just gonna pop out and fall out. We're just gonna have this like C shape thingy, and then we'll use an embellishment to fill in the E. And then the O. Okay, so yeah, there's our 4 stencils. Watching some hockey. Okay, so we can close that up now. Grab our little... Oh, Boise. Okay, we are done with the zoomy zooms. Can we go back to our hands, please? Let me go into File. Now, when I click File, we've got the new, open, open recent, and save as. We're going to hit the save button. Let me make sure this window is being captured. Okay, and nope, wrong one. Okay, so there is, when we went to File and we went to Save, this is what pops up for us, okay? So it automatically went where I saved my last one. So that really works for me, okay? So this one, I'm going to title Giveaway. Sort of. I can't spell. Don't mind me. Giveaway. And it's going to save it as a CWPRJ file. And this is a strictly brother file. Okay, it's not going to open anywhere else. It's not an SVG. It is the file, the workable file for this type. All caps. Yeah, let's let's get that saved. Let's grab our little arrow guy. Okay, let's grab our little text. Okay, and then we're going to highlight caps locks HELLO. Okay, it just makes it a little bit bigger, no biggie. we're going to tap outside, and then this time we're going to shrink it, and then we're going to elongate it a little bit. There we go. Isn't that better? Okay, yeah, I like that. Yep, we're doing three to give away. So commenting on this video about the Brother Scan and Cut and commenting on last week's Brother Scan and Cut video, you can have 2 potential entries, and we'll give it away next Monday. Okay, so we're gonna, you guys, I'm really sorry. My system is not liking everything. Okay, so we're gonna do edit. Copy, and then we're gonna come over to this one here where this is the same, and we're gonna delete that, and we're gonna paste our hello and pull that right over there. We're gonna kind of eyeball that center, call that good, and then we're gonna paste it again. Nope. I'm going to bring this down. We're going to rotate it, and I'm going to hold the shift key so it rotates perfectly. I'm going to delete the other one. And then we're going to scooch. Oh, it is. Uh-oh. Control Z. We made a mistake. Control Z. Okay. Let's grab our letters. We just want our letters. And then shift arrow. Get that there. Let's try that again. We're going to put that there. We're going to go check it out. Looks good. And then we're going to Control C, Control V that one. And we're going to scooch it up to that one. We're going to switch those out. So I'm going to click on this one here. We're going to delete it. Then we're going to put this one right here. Right about there. We're just eyeballing today. Okay, and then we're going to file, and then we're going to save it one more time. Just in case anything hits. Yeah, between the fonts, and I do have everything grouped and then duplicated, so it probably doesn't like that much either. Okay, so now we want to send this to the Brother machine. Okay, so we're going to hit the file button, and unfortunately you guys can't see this screen, but a little window opens, and second one from the bottom says export transfer FCM file. Okay, so we're going to click that, and let me make sure you can see it on this part. What is going on? No. Cancel. Okay, let's try this again. I need to edit. Where's my pop-up? It was working earlier. There's the ad. Oh my goodness. There's the canvas. Okay, so we're gonna edit my pop-up window so that we can actually see it. Import button. No? This one? Okay, there it is. Okay, so there's the folder that opens for you guys. Okay, and then we want to transfer the FCM file via the internet. Okay, so we're going to click on that one. And then it says the registered machine is ready. However, my machine is not even on. So how do you know it's ready? Well, let's go find out. Let me put you on the mobile cam here. Look at my daughter, she made. Isn't he cute? Okay, so up here in the corner, that's us. Is that getting you the whole view? No, it is not. Okay, please hold. Please hold. I gotta do a little adjusting here. Sorry, guys. Alt. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna go hang out over here. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna turn our machine on. Okay. I still need to clear that screen. We're gonna go to the home button, and it always moves the cartridge. We want to grab our pattern. Okay. It's thinking. It's because it's turning on and thinking. So now the cloud, which is our internet file, should be ready. So we click on that, and that does take a minute. So we just gotta be patient. Apparently we gotta be really patient. Come on. I wonder if the file's just too big. Ah, there it is. Aha! And then see our 4 beautiful stencils. Look at that. So, for me, I popped out the blade. I put it on a 9. Okay. Then I went to my little wrench right there. Okay. And then we can scroll down to the cut pressure, and I had to do a 5. You guys will test yours out and pick what works for you. There's a draw, there's the all sorts of goodies in there. So we're going to click OK. Okay. We're going to click OK again to cut it. We're going to click the cut button. And now we need to load our mat. So I'm going to try and do this one-handed. We're going to click the upper button for the load. Okay, and now it says we can start. And there it goes. So it's going to cut our four stencils out for us. And while it's doing that, we'll come over here and say hello to y'all. Where's my flipperter screeny? Hello. Thanks, Debbie J. Okay, so we're gonna wait for that to finish doing his cutty cut part, and then, yeah, so how is everybody doing? Doing some crafty stuff out there? Did y'all have some good dinners? We're having chicken, broccoli, and noodles with white sauce. It's usually an Alfredo sauce that we buy pre-made. Ragu makes a pretty good white sauce. But, yeah, so. Any snacky snacks? Make sure everything's rolling. Heather's lurking and working. Yeah. I do appreciate the watch hours. Let me tell you. And we're getting close, you guys. We're getting close to being 1,000 viewers. We're at 879 today. 879 lovely subbies. Woo-hoo-hoo. So definitely pass on the channel, you know, share it with your friends. Let them know that we do some crafty fun stuff here. Ooh, Heather says Monday is hubby's night to cook. My kids and hubby are cooking tonight. Oh, Janine is making some dip for the game. I hope your team wins. Ooh, gonna make some egg cups for dinner and then the leftovers for breakfast. Sounds nummy. That is Miss Pam. A boat dip. A boat dip. What's in the boat dip? Does it lean to one side when you go and funnel the foodies out? Like, does it list? I think it's called listing. But found it on Pinterest. Pinterest, right? Find the crafty things, the foodie things, all the things. Taco seasoning. Yeah. Gotta love that taco seasoning. We buy it by the big bulk. Because we make cheeseburger macaroni with it. We make tacos with it. Sometimes when I want just a little bit of something, throw the seasoning on it. Taco seasoning's good. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. We're just gonna make sure everybody's still cutting good. My mat hasn't shifted, which is a plus. Looks like we might be on our third one. It looks so cute. It looks so cute. You guys, sorry about that. My cleavage for ya. So embarrassing. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so man, it's cutting fast too. You guys want to see this? Just zipping on through, doing the choppity chops. Okay. Buy the jumbo taco seasoning. Yeah. Oh, I need to make some egg cups. I need to Google this egg cup idea. Do you cook them in a muffin tin to make them cup-like? Make sure I didn't miss any other. Just making sure I haven't missed anything. And then Wednesday, ooh, ice cream. So we're gonna use our Trinity stamps little lemons and limes and oranges for our shaker card on Wednesday using the Zesty stamp set by Simon Hurley. So if you want to see that, hang out with us on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. With toast on the bottom, Pam. Am I seeing all the messages? I feel like I'm missing something. Silicone muffin pans so they pop off easy. Nice. But yeah, it's on the fourth side. Oh no, it's like bouncing back in between both. I don't understand sometimes why it does its cutting the way it does. It's weird. No toast on the bottom. I boiled a bunch of eggs to make egg salad sandwiches. I had tuna fish sandwich. Yeah, a tuna fish sandwich today for lunch with a little bit of eggy poo. Eggies. And sweet relish. I do like my sweet relish. Okay. Hopefully we're getting there. Oh, it went back to the second one. Like, just finish one and be done, right? Like, why you gotta be so weird? It's doing the hello. It did the hello on all the other ones already. You guys, we have it. It's all done. It didn't actually take too terribly long. We just tell it okay, and then we're gonna eject our mat because if it didn't cut through, I'm gonna just shut down. And then we're just gonna power that off, close our window, and then we're gonna come over here. We're gonna come over here. Doo, 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 doo. Okay, so we're gonna go to our camera, right? Camera, and then we're gonna turn off that eyeball. We're gonna turn off that eyeball, and turn off that eyeball. And we're gonna turn off that eyeball, and there it is. There it is, you guys. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what it should have done the other day. And look it. And if, see, this here can be saved to do a scrapbook page. I got those pretty darn close. I mean, hot dog. Yeah, so you can ink blend a page there. I might actually save that one. Okay, look at it. Look at it. Now, these are stencils. Let me roll this over, just like if you have the crickety mat. Okay, you roll it over because we don't want to bend our stencil, and bending the mat is not going to hurt it any. Ooh, look it. Look it. I do have to pop out, it looks like one little circle on each of these. Look at those. Crinklies. There's that one. There's that one, and then we can scrape all of those little bits into the garbage. You can save the circly ones, right? You can save those circly ones. You can save the letters too, because you can ink them up, right? You can ink up your letters and use them, because you can dye them with alcohol ink. You know, so yeah. So some of it, you know, right into the garbage. You can make shakerty bits with some of it. So it's not a very wasteful project to make a stencil because you can use the innards and the outwards. So it's kind of cool, right? Especially if you really think it out. Really think it out. Like Pam did for me and says, use the big letters. Right, so there's an H and an O. Let's get that out of there. Let's see. That one. Oh, it didn't cut this one. I don't know. It might have shifted or something. It didn't cut through perfectly. But I'm going to use an X-Acto knife on that one. We'll get that cut out really nice. And then that one cut out perfectly. Just got to be careful with this little one that we don't break it. It's just hanging on there. And then this one cut out perfect. Okay, and then this one almost perfect. We have this little bitty circle there. We're just going to pop that out of there. Look at that. Looking nice. So move that over there. I'm going to stand this up out of my way. I'm going to grab my razor blade real quick, and we're just going to help this one along. That way there I can use mine and give away the fresh ones. Come here, Matt. Like the Matt just didn't want to join the party. What the heckin'? So I'm just gonna go in from the back. Just go in there and try and get that to pop out. You can kind of slide that right in there, and it's nice because this one is like a straight. There we go. Look at that. So I was able to pop that out. I was gonna say, I know I had, there we are. Got ourselves a nice little card base here. And see that? We made, it's a little off. It's a little off. Either the paper's cut a little off or the stencil is, no big deal. I made mine the 5.5 by 4 1/4, so it's gonna fit on the front of a panel. Okay, so I can tap them together. Okay, put a little bit of tape on to hold them together. It's a fun thing about making your own. So if you do 5 by 7 cards, make that base rectangle 5 by 7, and then you can just clip them together, and then we can go to town making our little fun bits. Right, so we're gonna put a little bit of yellow right in the center. We're gonna go kind of wide with our yellow. Okay, and let's just get that little bit there. Then we're gonna go in with a pink right over the top. We're gonna do rosy cheeks, but I'm not cleaning my brush, so it may be, you know, a little off. And then I'm gonna cover my hello because I don't really want that. So you can do that, stencil that, and then do our little, yeah, this is more red than pink, but that's just because I didn't clean my brush, you guys. Oh, isn't that pretty? I haven't even taken off the thing yet. Look at that. So now I'm going to take my tape and I'm going to scooch it up. Okay. And then we're going to do, I'm going to be careful with my O, just like any other delicate. I'm just going to be careful. Just like so. And then we're going to grab the yellow again and we're going to do it in reverse. Going to hold that little piece down so I don't bump it out of the way. Oops. Okay. So then we can peel. And because either the paper was off or my stencil is off, you know, no big deal. I have that little bit there. Okay, but that's okay because, you know, it's full card front. Well, I want a little bit of a border, so we're going to trim that down with our little decal trimmer. Or not. Monsieur Crunch. Oh, he was put away. I just couldn't see him because he's all black. He's hiding in the shadows. And then we're going to just use our little decal trimmer. We're going to take off a little bit on each side. Okay. And a little bit off the top. A little bit off the bottom. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. And then we can do a little bit more ink blending just to get a little bit on our edges. Just faint. Get those little edges clean. Or clean, not clean. Get them a little dirty. Get them a little dirty. Just let the brush just grab the edge there. Oh, look at that. And then we make sure our card panel is doing what we need it to do. And voila. Look at that. Easy peasy card. Yeah, it took us a little bit of time to design it. But once you have your stencil, and you saw I made 4 identical, you make 4 different ones, and you can bust out 4 cards, easy peasy. And if you're doing craft fair and stuff, you can make a bunch of these hecka cheap for those that want to buy something, but you know, maybe can't afford the super fancy cards. Just crank out a bunch of these easy peasy ones in different colors, okay? Because you can mix and match this. You could do all of the words in maybe gold. I mean, because you can stencil the lunar paste and stuff, so maybe you lunar paste that in gold and then do these in various colors, okay? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it. And then that's one little bitty note card ready to go from our quick little stencil. Now this little stencil right here, I've got 3 more to give away. Okay, so after the video ends, just drop a comment and these will go out. We'll do a giveaway on next Monday. Okay, this video, yeah, see, it's off a little bit. I wasn't completely centered on them all, but that's okay. This video and last week's scan and cut video, drop a little comment. You'll get a chance to win one of these 3 stencils. And yeah, comment on both videos for 2 chances to win. Okay, and yay. So that took us an hour, you guys. An hour to design one stencil that we repeated. And mind you, you know, you take the hour to make the one, but then it takes you minutes to ink it. So I thank you all, and we'll see you right here on my channel on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. We're playing with some lemons, so we're gonna see more of this shooting star on Wednesday. Until then, everyone, I hope you have a wonderful crafty day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.